So developing data. So then already we discussed about the data requirements and now how we can develop the data. So then two types of data is available as a marketing research students. You all know this, the primary data and the secondary data. So primary data, gathering the new data directly from the source through methods like surveys, interviews, focus groups, and observations. Why the primary data is needed? Because for the decision making, there is no any other information not available. In that case, they right to initiate the data collection, the first scan data. So for the specific information needs, they try to find any information, whether it is available from any other publications. But if there is no any other information available, in that case, they try to collect the data. So then that is the primary data. So primary data collection, as already we have discussed in the last semester, the data collection involves gathering new original data directly from the source, right? Here, this is marketing information. So this is not the marketing research itself, because marketing information normally marketing research also part of that. So what other sources also they write to collect the information. So this can be done through various methods such as surveys, interviews, focus groups, and observations, and then they can collect the data. So the key characteristic of primary data is you all know that it is specifically collected for the current information needs, like a research, because they try to find any information to take any decision. Unfortunately, if they don't have any information, then they try to collect it. Mostly they try to collect the data for the research purpose, right? So then this primary data can provide the first-hand information. Example, you all know that surveys. Surveys means the company wants to understand the customer satisfaction levels with their new product. They create a survey instrument like a questionnaire, right, about product features and its usability and the overall satisfaction. The customers who have purchased the product are invited voluntarily, normally, right, to complete the survey instrument, and they can provide the first data directly related to the questions in the instrument. So then, like a survey, another way of collecting primary data is interviews. A researcher studying the impact of remote work on employee productivity. Also, then they can conduct one-to-one interviews with employees from various companies. So then these interviews allow the researcher to gather detail, qualitative data, and personal experiences and opinions on remote works. So then sometimes remote works, in the sense, sometimes marketing people are working in a different areas, different areas. So then they may have some difficulties to manage the people. People also working there. So then they try to get some data about their productivity related to the sales or marketing activities. They can have these kind of interviews to collect the primary data. And focus groups. So a marketing team wants feedback on new advertising campaigns before it is launched, right? A marketing team wants feedback on a new advertising campaigns before it's initiate that campaign. So that's why the organization can organize a focus group sessions with some relevant people like experts enthusiasts and more engaged people, where they present the campaign materials to a small group of, as I said, the target group, and discuss their reactions and suggestions. And this kind of a communication or interaction provides valuable insights into the campaign's potential effectiveness. And like that, observations also there. That you all know that nowadays there are a lot of Internet of Things available. Most of the companies are using these technologies to observe the consumers, like eye tracking devices they are using in Western countries. They are using the eye tracking devices. Then when the customers are visiting the store, then they ask the customers voluntarily, can you wear this class, right? So then there may be spectacles embedded with the cameras and sensors. When the customers wear that cameras and sensors, and then they try to visit to the source, and their focus, right? So then they are focusing on certain products, so items, and everything will be recorded digitally, and it can create a heat map, and from that they can get some information. So that's why another aspects, normally the urban the business people, they want to study the customers' behavior, especially where they are moving, what they are really first. When they say, for example, if a customer visit to the supermarket, once the customer entered to the supermarket, what is the first, the focus, where they normally look first time. So then next what they move, right? So then they can understand the pattern. Sometimes some products may be attractive. So that's why most of the customers can focus on that product. So then from that they can understand something, right? So interesting, and based on that they can take some decisions about. Even when the customer select a particular product also, they pay attention to some details like a price. First of all, some customers, when they purchase the product, you also can observe, they search the contents, some information is available in the package. Especially they check the price first, then they may check the expiry date, so and other informations also they can check it, right? So then this is all necessary for the marketing decision. So from primary data they can collect this, right, information. And another one is the secondary data collection. So utilizing existing data from internal sources, sales records, CRM system, and external sources. Examples, industry reports and public studies, they can, that is common, you all know that. So example, internal records, internal sources, that is very common in the marketing information system, because everyday transactions or activities are recorded. Nowadays, you all know that most of the organization, whether it's retail or wholesale or big or small scale organization, every organization try to use the POS. POS means point of sales device. That you all know that in the counter there may be a system, right? Then they are using the barcode and the cash swapping machines and other system also available. So when you pay the, when you try to check out from the counter, they scan the items, and from that they can create the bill and they can get the payment. And this is now one example. These exams are recorded. So normally we can call it as a internal records. So then this information can be used for some other decision-making purpose. So a retail company analyzing the sales performance might use the data from their CRM system as well. CRM system, you all know that the customer relationship management system. So the CRM system also they can get the data. In the CRM system, normally the service organizations have the CRM system, specifically restaurants, hotels, so banks. So where customers interact with the organization or with the employees, and then their interactions are recorded. They are normally uh, most of the information is available in the CRM system. Simply customer profile. Customer profile means uh, customers' names, address, phone numbers, and the gender, age, income level. So these are some basic information, and number of visits, number of purchase, amount. These some examples from the CRM system uh, recorded, and then later for the decision making purpose, they can use that information from the CRM systems, right? So then this CRM system, not only the customer profile, customer purchase, as I said, and their preferences, and sometimes they give their valuable feedback as well. So then everything will be recorded, and that record is used as a secondary data when they use some information, when they need some information to take some decisions. So then they can identify trends, patterns in buying behavior over time without conducting new surveys or interviews from that records also. Help to some extent, they don't want to conduct new surveys because these information is also up to date, right? Because every customer's interactions, when they write real time, they are recording it. So that's why updated information is available. So this information is also very useful, like a research. And another one, external sources, secondary data, external sources, normally the central bank reports, census reports like that, and economists studying market trends might use data from industry reports, government publications, academic studies. So, for example, they could reference a published report on consumer spending habits from a reputable market research firm to support the analysis also. They can use the external publications, reports, newspaper articles, publications also they can use. And published studies. A health researcher examined the effects of a particular diet might use a data from a previously published clinical studies and meta-analysis, right? So this is normally common marketing also, then they try to do some publications. These studies provide a wealth of information about the purchase, promotions, product availability, new features of the product. Like that, there may be some published reports also available. They can use that reports as a external source of their secondary resource. And industry reports also there. There's a business strategist preparing a market entry plan could rely on industry reports from market research companies like Nielsen's, right? Nielsen's, these reports often contain detailed analysis of market condition, competitive performance, consumer behavior, right? These are some examples. Apart from this, we all know that internet information is available. A lot of internet sites, they can visit to the internet sites to get the data, blogs. So competitors' website also they can use to collect the data. Right. So then after developing plan, then they go for analyzing and using a marketing information. So analyzing and using marketing information. The first one is the data analysis techniques. So the data analysis techniques, we can see like a descriptive analysis, predictive analysis, prescriptive analysis, like that. The different analysis available. So then they can using these information, so like a information, the analysis, the data analysis techniques, like a descriptive analysis. Descriptive, you all know that descriptive means It's a focus on summarizing historical data to understand the past performance. So then it's described based on the mean, median, mode. This analysis provides insight into what happened and helps identify patterns or trends over time. Normally, they can use these charts, graphs, and dashboards to explain the descriptive patterns of the data, of the past data. Example, you can see like a retail company uses descriptive analysis to review its sales data from the past year. A retail company uses a descriptive analysis to review its sales data from the past year. So by creating a dashboard with monthly sales figures, they can visualize the peak sales periods and identify any seasonal trends. You all know that the bars normally represents the item, right? So that in detail. For example, they might notice a significant increase in sales during the holiday season. So holiday season, you all know that for certain products, demand is very high. That's why the sales is high. So then when we see that chart, we can understand in a certain period, sales is very high compared to other period. So this describe the sales pattern. Charts and graphs can further break down the data by product category, region, and customer demographics. That means male or female or age group, youngers, right, middle age or elderly people or like that. So that it can reveal patterns and helping the company understand the which products are most popular and right, in which period the demand is high, like that they can get this sort of information. And another one is a predictive analysis. Predictive means they can focus. Predictive analysis involves using statistical models and machine learning algorithm to forecast future outcomes based on historical data. So this type of analysis helps businesses anticipate future trends and behaviors, right? So predictive analysis involves using statistical models. You all know that time series like that, these models are used to predict based on the past, right, informations. Nowadays, you know, the machine learning algorithm means the software coding, so programs available like artificial intelligence like that. These algorithms simply forecast based on the past data, right? So, say for example, an e-commerce company uses predictive analysis to forecast future sales by analyzing historical sales data along with external factors like economic indicators and marketing campaigns, and they build a predictive model. This model might predict a 20% increase sales the next quarter due to an upcoming product launch and planned marketing campaign. So predictive analysis can also be used for customer behavior prediction, like how much they are going to purchase, when they are going to purchase, such as identifying which customers are most likely to um, purchase, right? Uh, uh, so then these all they can predict based on the customer's past purchase, right? As I said, the internal records normally help to predict these things. Internal records means the day-to-day operations and transactions and the business activities and interaction with the customers, everything is recorded electronically nowadays. And these readily available information. And as we discussed, the machine learning algorithms and the software programs, right? So it's the program itself analyze the data and predict it and inform to the management, giving a report or something else, and the management can take a decision. So like that, another one is prescriptive analysis, right? Prescriptive analysis goes beyond predicting future outcomes by recommending specific actions to achieve their desired goals. So it's not just forecasting, right? Uh, or predicting, it's just recommending. It uses data insight to suggest the best course of actions among the various objects. So this nowadays you all familiar with this, but you don't actually, this is a prescriptive analysis like that. So you see, a telecommunication company uses prescriptive analysis to improve a customer retention, right? After identifying customers like to churn through the predictive analysis, they apply prescriptive techniques to determine the best interventions, how they can intervene the customers. That's why time to time you can get some offers, right? So when you, especially for the data, there may be some offers they can introduce. So then this is based on this prescriptive analysis, based on your past usage of data, then they can understand, right? So the usage of data, and based on that, they try to recommend some data packages. That means they try to influence you, right? So giving this sort of information, sometimes you write to remind with the organization or the company for another term, or continuously you can be with them. So the analysis might recommend offering personalized discounts or targeted marketing messages, right? Uh, then they can understand. Say sometimes if you are not using much of their product, and they can understand you are not using, then they may think about you are going to leave or stop the usage of the product. Or in that case, they write to keep you with them. They write to send these messages and giving these kind of a discounts. So then due to the attractiveness of the discounts, again, you write to use the product. So then these are the things nowadays, it's common. So the company can then implement these strategies to reduce the uh, churn rate. Churn rate in the sense customers are leaving. So then switching. So then they try to reduce that and improve the customer satisfaction. Turning data into insight. So then first we discuss about the data, right? So the analysis, and then how they can turn the data into insights. Segmentation, that means dividing the market to distinct groups based on the similarities, like demographic or psychographic or behavioral patterns to create the marketing efforts. And another one, customer profiling, that means creating details information or profile of a typical customer to better understand their needs, preferences and behaviors. And rent analysis also they can do, right? Identifying and analyzing rents in the market to inform strategic planning and decision making. So then segmentation, already you studied marketing in a different, right? Time you studied about segmentation. Segmentation involves dividing the market, right? How they are dividing, identify the similar needs and wants of the people and try to make a subgroup. So demographically, say for example, a fashion retailer divides its market based on the age groups. Fashion normally related to the age, right? Younger people or teenagers are more concerned about the fashion than the elderly people are, right? So that's why based on the age groups, they can divide the market. Teens, younger adults, older adults, like that, they can divide the market into different segments. So each segment receives different marketing messages and product recommendations. So then how it is possible nowadays? Because these all informations available, as we discussed, company is having the data about customer and their age and their preferences from the past purchasing history. They can analyze this information. So teens get uh, trendy, budget-friendly clothing advertisements on social media. Young adults may receive career-oriented fashion content via email, and old adults are targeted with the classic high-quality apparel promotion in print and online. Because the different age groups are using a different media, especially teens are more right. Uh, these teens are using more social media. So then they are focusing the advertisements through the social media to promote their product to the kids, like other adults also. So adults, the elderly people, they especially they prefer the print media and online. Then they are focusing on them. Psychographic is also like that. A travel agency also, travel agency, you all know that then they are segmenting the market based on the lifestyle and personality types. So lifestyle means adventure seekers, luxury travelers, family vacationers, like that. They can have the segment, and then they try to offer the product and promotion to the needs of the particular segments. So adventure seekers normally get marketing materials highly exotic um, some so very so how to say, so the thrilling destinations they prefer. Luxury travelers receive personalized offers for high-end resorts, and family vacationers see promotions for family-friendly packages and destinations. So then they can provide these things based on the informations. Uh, like a segmentation, another one is a customer profiling. Customer profiling involves creating detailed profiles of typical customers to better understand their needs, preferences, and behaviors. Right? Customer profiling involves creating um, uh, detailed profiles. Now, already we discussed about like a say for example, when we talk about e-commerce platforms that develop for profiles for its primary customer groups. One profit might be busy professionals, right? Who are typically aged 30 to 45 years, prefer convenience and quick delivery, and often purchase work-related gadgets and chairs, clothes. Another profile they can have it eco-concise shoppers aged 20 to 40 who prioritize sustainability, green purchase, environmental friendly products, look for price, and they're willing to pay premium for the green options actually. Green means is a uh, right, nature friendly products. So these are some examples how they create this kind of a profile. This profile helps the company creates its marketing strategies and product offering to meet the specific needs of these groups, right? Such as emphasizing quick delivery service for busy professionals and promoting eco-friendly products for eco-concise suppose like that they can create it. So then based on this data analysis, convert it into the insight about the customers to understand. Then they can use this data to the rent analysis, right? Rent analysis means involves identifying and analyzing trends in the market to inform strategic planning and decision making, right? Rent analysis involves identifying and analyzing trends in the market. Trends means a kind of a changing pattern. Uh, if we take one example, a tech company means a technological related company. Tech company uses trend analysis to track the growing popularity of wearable technology. Now you see the smartwatch, right? By analyzing sales data, right, customer feedback, and market research reports, the company identifies a trend towards a health-focused wearables. Now people are having a more, so the smartwatches or the wearable devices to detect their health indicators, like a heartbeat, pressure, right? So these are sometimes steps, right? Running step or walking steps like that. It can, right, give some tips to them. This insight leads the company to develop and market a new line of smart watches with advanced health monitoring features, right? So additionally, the trend analysis reveals or uh, gives some ideas. An increasing demand for wearable device among older adults, prompting the company to create user-friendly, health-centric smart watches specifically designed for the demographic, the elderly people, right? They are more concerned about their health condition. So then it help. Now, these are some examples. Now you can understand how turning data into the insights. Another one, applying a marketing information, right? So then product development, where they can apply the marketing information. So product development using customer feedback and market trends to guide the development of new products for improvement to existing one. And targeted marketing. So that means crafting personalized marketing messages, right? Crafting means it's creating personalized marketing messages and campaigns. So there's a promotion based on customer insights. Customer insight means they understood the customer details very well. That's why customer insight to enhance engagement and conversion rates. Enhance means to increase the engagements because through these messages or something else, they try to get the attention of the people. Due to that, they can engage with the company. And conversion rate in the sense, simply they try to promote using the social media, right? And when the person click the content, and sometimes they write to purchase it. Sometimes they leave it. So, say for example, 500 people are clicking the content, only 50 people are purchasing from that, right? Advertisements. Then the conversion rate is 10%. It's like a customer relationship management, implementing the strategies to manage and nurture the customer relationship using the data to improve the customer satisfaction and loyalty. So then detail we can see these things. So product development, how they are using that. Product, very good examples available. We can see Apple. We all know that Apple Inc. Right? The frequently uses customer feedback and market trends to inform its product development. Right? Frequently uses customer feedback and market trends to inform its product development. So product development team working hard with the information provided by the marketers. So the marketing people, through the marketing information, they can gather different information, so data from the different right touch points or sources, and then based on that they try to develop the products. So when designing the iPhone, right, when they designing the iPhone, Apple collect data from customer reviews. So normally, there are a lot of reviews, independent forums available, Apple's web pages available, dealers' web pages available, through which they can get the feedback. So the Apple collect data from customer reviews, support interactions, and social media comments to understand users' needs and pain points. So pain points means what are the difficulties when they are using the iPhone? Sometimes broken screen and battery drain or some other camera lenses broken like that. These are not related to the product. It may be due to the customer usage. They can have these things, but anyhow, the customers may have difficulties to replace these things. Original one getting right. Then they try to understand what are the difficulties customers are encountering when they are using the product, and they consider that to reduce these difficulties to the customers in future, right? Reduce the difficulties to the customers to use in the future. For example, the introduction of features like in-case camera system, Face ID in new iPhone models were heavily influenced by customer demand for better photographic capabilities and more secure authentication methods. So that's why they incorporate these features in the new product development based on the customer requirements. And additionally, runs towards a wireless technology led to the removal of the headphone jack and the creation of AirPods and wireless charging. These all are the customers' requirements. So that's why they incorporate these technologies in the product. Another aspect, as we discussed, the trend targeted marketing, right? So then creating a personalized marketing messages and combined based on the customer, right? Insights. You all know that Netflix is the very famous the streaming platform is renowned for its targeted marketing strategies. So the company uses data analytics to track viewing habits, right? Netflix, right? So, people can view the movies through the Netflix series, via some other web contents or the video contents available. Search queries, user ratings, create a personalized recommendations and marketing messages. For example, if a user frequently watches a romantic comedies, Netflix will highlight a new release and suggest titles within that through the personal emails and app notification. They always send the messages to the particular target groups. This personalized approach not only keep users engaged, but also increase the likelihood okay. I will explain end of the lectures, right? So then these Netflix will highlight the new release and suggest titles within the right their contents. So then these can give some sort of encouragement to engage the customers with a particular the Netflix. So that people always happy because they try to get the messages related to their preferences. So another one is the customer relationship. The implementing strategies to manage and nurture customer relationship using a data to improve customer satisfaction and loyalty. So now you see the Amazon's Amazon, we all know that Amazon is a very popular this platform. Earlier Amazon created for the books, now it is retail, popular retail, right, platforms. So Amazon's CRM strategy is a cornerstone or key to its business models. So then it's used is vast amounts of customer data. So then, as I said, every customers when they are purchasing, then they are visiting to the Amazon website. They may have their accounts as well when they try to purchase. Amazon unfortunately available in Sri Lanka, but it is available in India and other countries. And then they can use Amazon personalizes the shopping experience for each user. This includes a personalized product recommendation, tailored marketing emails, and highly responsive customer service. So that's why if a customer frequently buys books on a specific topic, so Amazon's CRM will recommend similar books or others based on your past. So that's why additionally Amazon uses purchase history and browsing behavior to offer details about based on our visit to the Amazon websites and surfing pattern, and every click through data is recorded in the internal system and then they are using to connect with the customers. So then these are some examples. Now you can understand about applying marketing information, right? So then another important aspects of the from the session is the contemporary tools and techniques. So marketing information system, customer relationship management system, and big data analytics and artificial intelligence. So marketing information is under the marketing information system we are discussing, but this first topic is managing information, managing marketing information. So under the managing marketing information is a popular system is the marketing information system. And another one is the customer relationship management system that also I think you will study separately, and big data analytics and artificial intelligence. So the marketing information system is designed to gather, process, analyze the marketing data, provide managers with the actionable insights for the decision making. Marketing information is collecting the data from the different sources and do some process and continuously collecting the data and inform to the marketing managers to take a decision. Customer relationship management system, on the other hand, platform that help manage interactions with the current and potential customers, right? That leveraging data to engage the relationship. Then when they try to keep this customer relationship management, they can collect all sort of information related to the customers. And in future, it is easy to then to communicate because they can understand their preferences from the past purchase, and they can motivate them to purchase in the future as well. And the big data that is now very hot and popular one, utilizing the large volume of data from various sources to uncover or explore the patterns or correlations and insights that traditional data analytics might miss. The traditional data analytics, because of the limited functionalities and the technology, they couldn't explore much more. But now you see information and data also increasingly available, because every transaction, every action, everything is recorded electronically. That's why the plethora of information. So that means data. So the huge amount of data is generated by day to day by the organization, but all these data are stored in their centralized system, and then they can analyze these data, because algorithm means the machine learning systems available. They can use that to analyze the data. And another one is the artificial intelligence separately, and machine learning is a very popular one. Implementing the artificial intelligence and machine learning to automate the data analysis and predict customer behavior and optimize marketing strategies. There are a lot of other things also available. These are the common things available, right, in the contemporary tools and technologies in managing marketing informations, right? So then we can come to the end of the session. Okay.